Hi there, my name is Philippa and welcome to the world of musical theater. Do you want to learn more about musical theater? Well, there are a ton of new and unfamiliar words out there, so let's start with some that you might come across in relation to the performance of a show. An act. An act is a part of a dramatic piece that consists of several scenes. In theater, it's most common to have two acts or occasionally only one act. Typically, the first act of a two-act musical occurs when one or more key characters make a very significant decision that impacts the story. Scene. A scene is a shorter segment in a play or a musical. In classical theater, scenes were separated due to a grouping between entrances and exits. However, in modern theater, scenes can change due to a change in setting, location, time, number of people, or dramatic action, meaning what happens in the scene. Number. A number is a song or a dance in a musical production. This originated from the orchestra's habit of numbering each musical section. A production number is a song or a dance piece in which practically the whole cast participates. Overture. An overture is an instrumental number that is played at the start of the show, before it even begins. In musical theater, it's also usual for the overture to include melodies from the several songs in the show. It also serves as a signal for the audience that the show is about to begin, and the term overture is derived from the French word for opening, entr'acte. The entr'acte is another instrumental number performed by the orchestra at the beginning of an act, similar to overture, but instead of the first act, this is at the beginning of the second or third act. It informs the audience that the show will resume and that they should get through their seats if they have not already, and the word entr'acte means between the acts or intermission in French. So what is an intermission? An intermission is a break between acts. The lights in the theater are turned on and the audience can move around. It's sometimes referred to as an act break or in the United Kingdom as an interval. A showstopper. A showstopper is a number that the audience likes so much that their applause briefly halts the performance. However, anything in a performance that has a strong positive impact on the audience can be considered a showstopper without the applause actually having to stop the performance. A star turn. A star turn can be a number that showcases one of the main characters and allows them to show off their talents. Or it can be the individual who gives the most outstanding performance in the show. Ballad. A ballad is a type of song. The ballad gets its name from the Latin ballare, which means to dance and is also where the word ballet comes from. Although ballads are significantly affected by their cultural origins, most ballads are narrative in nature. They depend on imagery rather than description and can tell a full story that is dramatic, historical, romantic, comical, or other. A patter song. A patter song is the song where the words are sung very rapidly. It is a feature of comic opera, but it's also used in musicals. A patter song has a tongue-twisting text with rhyming words and phrases, and to really emphasize the words, the accompaniment is simple. The song is generally for a comedic character, and to sing it successfully, the singer must have outstanding enunciation. Because there's a lot of words. Soliloquy. A soliloquy is a monologue in theater that has evolved into the musical theater solo song. The term soliloquy comes from the Latin phrase, "To oneself I speak," and it is a monologue dedicated to oneself. In drama, soliloquies are used to allow characters to express their thoughts to the audience, just like a solo song is in musical theater. Reprise. Reprise is a repeated musical passage used to bring back previously heard songs in a show. Reprise songs, or reprise songs, are often shorter than the original versions and can feature revised lyrics and music to mirror the development of the story or the character. Finale. The finale is the last part of the show. Many musicals end with a big finale, which possibly comes from ensuring that the audience members are interested until the end. It is called a grand finale when it's this big, and is a magnificent ending that includes both the leads and the entire ensemble. Curtain call. The curtain call is the actor's final appearance after performance. The audience recognizes them and applauds as a sign of respect and appreciation, and the cast bows to thank the audience for watching, listening, and enjoying the performance. This moment of recognition between the performers and the audience is a one-of-a-kind element of a live experience. Then there's the encore. So an encore is an additional performance by the cast after the show has ended, which is traditionally caused by a sustained applause from the audience. Initially, they emerged spontaneously when audiences continued to cheer and demand further performances after the cast had already left the stage, but now they're usually pre-planned. Encore translates to again in French, and it's not uncommon to have multiple encores in a show. Another term used in a show is the choreography, which is the creation and organization of dances and movement. Choreography is a Greek term that means dance writing. Oh, and then there's the dialogue, of course, which refers to the lines in a theatrical production and is a spoken conversational interaction between two or more people. Let's go on to some scenic things in the show. There's, for example, the entrance. An entrance can refer to either the physical entrance to the staging area or the act of an actor going onto the stage in front of the audience. And then there's the exit. An exit is the opposite, meaning it refers to the physical exit to backstage or the act of leaving the stage. Button. A button is a final picture, pose, musical, or lighting cue in a musical number. It is the most well-known and iconic ending in a musical theater song, and it brings the song to a satisfying ending with a powerful musical hit on the last downbeat. Blackout. Hey! Okay, well, a blackout is when all the stage lights are turned off. It's usually used in performances to help the audience in moving from one scene to the next. While the set is being rearranged or the performers are preparing for the next parts, the lights go out, leaving the theaters dark. Lights? There we go. Next up, a cue. In theater, a cue is simply a signal for someone to do something. It might be the last word of an actor's line that prompts the next actor to speak. It can also refer to the instructions given to the technical staff to carry out a certain task during a performance. It also acts as a trigger for any action to be completed at a specific moment, just like I cued on the lights by telling them to turn on. A visual cue is a cue taken by a technician from the visual activities on stage rather than the dialogue. Kill. To kill something is a technical theater term for switching off a light or a sound effect or removing a prop. Not killing somebody. Noise is off. The expression "noise is off" refers to any offstage noise. This can be distracting sounds in a performance that aren't supposed to be here, such as loud conversations backstage. Or it is offstage sounds that are supposed to be here and be heard during the performance, such as thunder, a crash, voices, and so on. Followspot. A followspot is a spotlight that follows actors around the stage and is controlled by a person called a followspot operator. Oh look, I got one! Then there's the ghostlight. A ghostlight is a single light bulb left on stage overnight. Some claim that its purpose is to ward off evil spirits, while others argue that it lights up the path for the ghosts that live there in the theater, keeping them comfortable and happy. It might also be for the safety of anyone passing through the dark theater. The term ghost light dates back to when theaters were gaslit and refers to the dim gas lights used to relieve pressure from the gas valves. Boom! Next up, we have some people in the show that are important to know. There's the company. A theater company is a group that produces theatrical productions. A company consists of the cast, crew, and other personnel engaged in production. It can also refer to a group of actors who appear in one or more performances together. Chorus. The chorus is a group of singers or dancers who support the featured performers. They perform as a unit and are unnamed characters with little or no spoken lines or solo parts. In traditional musical theater, a group of singers, generally that was female, is referred to as a chorus line or chorus girls. Traditionally, their attractiveness was more valued than their abilities, and people in a chorus are made to look identical. Then there's the ensemble. So an ensemble is a supporting cast that doesn't include the principals, and it has subtle differences from a chorus. An ensemble is a group of people working together to achieve a common goal. So their individuality is more important, and they may also perform solo or in many roles. Individual performances are less significant than the group interaction and support. An ensemble can be formed in a variety of ways. A duo or duet is when there are two performers. A trio is 3, 4 is a quartet, 5 is a quintet, 6 is a sextet, 7 is a septet, and 8 is an octet. Then there's the lead. So a lead is a significant principal role. This character appears on stage in multiple scenes, has its own songs, and is crucial to the plot of the show. The story could not be told without this character. Ingenue. The ingenue is a well-known and a widely mentioned stock character or archetype in musical theater. It refers both to the lovely and naive young main female character and the actors who perform such roles. The term comes from the feminine French word meaning ingenuous or innocent. The ingenue is often attractive, kind, and naive. She is also often in some kind of danger, being the damsel in distress. There are a lot of more stock characters or archetypes, many of which are problematic in nature, definitely. And that's it for the in-performance vocabulary. Like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Have a great day, night, whatever. Have a great time. I'll be back soon, or you'll be back by clicking on this next video.
Hi. Hi. That's a sweet boy.